The easy way to guarantee yourself a 5.1% retirement withdrawal rate with no risk at all. So simple. You don't even have to be as clever as your old buddy Josh. I'm pretty clever, but no one else can talk about this. That's why you need to smash that like button. All right, so I'm working, well, this is pretend, but let's just say I'm working with a guy, we'll call him Johnny. Johnny's got $567,000 in his retirement account, his portfolio, not just retirement accounts, but his total portfolio. I say, Johnny, how much do you, and he just saw my video on Gina, who's going all over the world with her husband, Iceland, Alaska, all over the place. And I said, Johnny, how much do you, and he wants to be just like Gina. He wants to be just like Gina and do the same thing. I said, how much do you need? He goes, well, I got X amount for my Social Security. I'd like to have $29,000 a year to supplement my Social Security. I said, okay. $29,000 a year divided by 567. That means you need 5.1% a year from your portfolio to live like Gina's doing in the video I just did. He goes, yes. And then he says, but he gave me tears. He's like, oh, but Josh, on 4% rule, I'll never be able to retire. And I said, hold on, Johnny. I got a solution for you. Well, it must be crazy. It must be crazy, aggressive, and risky. It don't cost so much. So, Johnny, zip it. Watch me here. What we're going to do first and foremost, check this out. What we're going to do first and foremost, we're going to go to USA.com and we're going to buy a $250,000 income annuity. We're going to put $250,000 down into an income annuity, if that makes sense. That means we'll only have $317,000 left in our portfolio, all right? But we're going to put $250,000 down. That will generate $24.23 a month, or $29,000 a year. Now, this will stop in year 10. It will stop in year 10. So in year 11, this will not pay anything more. It'll stop in year 10, just FYI. And I think what I was doing, if we ran, a lot of people say, oh, but Josh, I can do better if I create my own annuity by simply just putting in a money market account that pays 4%. I say, yeah, a little bit better. You generate a little bit more money. You generate about $15,000 more as opposed to what we're doing here if you did in a money market account. But that assumes that you get 4% interest for the entire 10 years. And I don't think you're gonna. I mean, you could, absolutely. I don't know. I don't think you're gonna. So we're using the risk. We're going to turn the risk over to USA to say, hey, they're going to guarantee us our $29,000 a year, or $2,400 every single month in our paycheck. It's going to come in at our mailbox, as a paycheck, as opposed to us worrying about it and playing around with the interest rate. And if the interest rates go down, you're not going to get the same return. You just won't. Now, if the interest rates go up, you get more. I completely grant you that. But for me, Johnny says, I don't want to take that risk. Just let USA do it. And I'm just using USA for an example. You can look at Stan the Annuity Man and do other things. I don't care. But I'm just using this for example. So for the first 10 years, Johnny is covered. He's got his $29,000 a year at $2,400 a month for the first 10 years with no risk other than USA going bankrupt, which is not going to happen. All right. But where does that leave in year 11 to 20? In year 21 to 30. So we're going to assume Johnny's going to live until he's for 30 years of retirement. Where do we stand there? Because we only got $317,000 left. Well, check this out. So we're going to go to Charles Schwab and we're going to look up their zero coupons. Because what a zero coupon does, it says if I buy $160,000 zero coupon today, which matures in 10 years, it'll mature at a price of $250,000. That's what that is. So I purchase one zero coupon at 161, and in 10 years I'll get $250,000 back, in which case I'll go do this again at 24.23. That's paid me $29,000 a year. Such a great strategy. Such a great strategy. All right, so again, now we're down to, we have $250,000 we already committed, $161,000 we've committed to years 11 through 20, all right? So then we only have 100, let's see, how much we got left in here? We only got $155,000 left. So for years 21 to 30, we're gonna need a 20-year maturity, zero coupon bond. So watch this. So in this year, it costs us $92,000 to buy another zero coupon bond, which matures in year 20. You can see right there, matures in 2045. And you can see the year-to-date yield to maturity is 4.984. That's pretty doggone good. Now, you're not getting any income off this at all. None whatsoever on a zero coupon bond. Because what happens is you're buying it at a discount. You're paying, I'll give you $92,000 today for $250,000 next Tuesday. In this case, next Tuesday is 20 years from now. All right, now what does that do? When you get that $250,000 in 20 years, you buy another single premium income annuity. And I actually quoted the numbers on USA. It's weird. It didn't change the amount it paid, even if I put a different age. Now, the risk, frankly, is the same as the interest rate risk. We don't know if this $250,000 in 10 years is going to pay the same as it is now. I don't know. I would think it'd be pretty doggone close. The reason I say that is because even the interest rates drop, you're getting older, so your life expectancy is less. But in this case, USA is saying, hey, we don't even have a life expectancy because we're only giving you a 10-year period, sir. So I don't know, but at the end of the day, what we're going to run with. You could say, hey, Josh, you're not really comparing apples to apples because while you're discounting the interest rate we're getting on potential on the money market as opposed to doing the annuity, you're giving yourself a fixed interest rate on the annuity. And I said, no, I get that. That's a good observation for any of you guys who are gonna. I think it's still going to be pretty close, though. So there are risks involved in terms of the interest rate risk, but in terms of your portfolio, there is no risk. Zero coupon bonds are the safest bond there is because they're treasury bonds, 100%. You'll never go bankrupt. They'll never not pay his principal, ever. That's just all there is to it. When it comes to safe investments, U.S. government bonds are the safest investment there is. There's no risk, unequivocally. Now, you could say there's interest rate risk, not on a zero coupon bond. That doesn't change anything. I mean, we know what we're getting. You say, hey, I'm putting in, what I say, $92,000. Is that what I said? I put it on $92,000. I know for a fact in 20 years, I think it was $92,000. Let me just double check. I'm putting in, $92,000. I know for a fact I'm going to get $250,000 at maturity in 20 years. That's not debatable. And I know I'll get 4.98 as the yield to maturity. So check this out. I put in $161,000 as well. I know for a fact in 10 years I'll get $250,000 back. I know that because it's guaranteed by the federal government. And my yield to maturity is 4.331. So I have my first 10 years covered, $250,000 single premium income annuity, guaranteed, no risk at all, other than the solvency of USA. My second year, 10 years covered by putting $162,000 in today into a bond, a zero coupon bond, guaranteed by the federal government that matures in 10 years. And so I'll have that money, matures in 10 years. I'll put another income annuity, get 24, 23, assuming, we don't know, but I think I'm pretty comfortable going that route. And then I say, okay, what's my third year? In this case, my third 10-year time frame. I take another $92,000 and I put it into another zero coupon bond that I know for a fact will mature in 20 years at $250,000. And then I take that $250,000 and I put that in what? Another single premium income annuity. And so when all said and done here, I'm left with 155 minus 92. I still even have 155 minus 92. I still got $63,000. And for all you people screaming bloody murder about inflation, again, just show me the evidence that people spend more with inflation as they retire. Just show me it. It's just not there, dude. It's just not. This is probably the best reverse RMD method you could do here, by the way. And I hate to even say reverse RMD because it has nothing to do with RMDs. But this is probably the best way you can say, I'm going to spend more on the front end. It'll gradually decline relative to inflation as I age. Annuities and zero coupon bonds just work like a magic. But even that, let's say I got $63,000. We'll say $63,000. I put it in a portfolio of VTI. I expect 8% a year. I have it for... let's see here, we got to go second. We're going to have one enter. We're going to do it for 20 years, zero payment. And by then, I got $293,000. It's such a great strategy. One I should probably do on the whiteboard, actually. Maybe I will do this. I'll introduce this to you now, and I'll do it on the whiteboard here in a second. Dude, don't make it too difficult. There are no fees on any of this stuff. I mean, no risk. A little bit solvency risk in terms of USA, tiny. A little bit interest rate risk that, the annuity payouts, we don't know what they'll be in years 11 through 20 or 21 through 30. We don't know. There could be a little bit of risk on the residual I have in the VTI, stocks, it could go down to nothing. I get you. And, there might be inflation risk. Like, oh man, I'm the guy who does spend more with inflation. I'd like to see the evidence of that. But if you got it, send it out there. All right. Smash that like button. God bless. Hope this makes sense.